An intro. We don't need that. We're here. We're ready to go. So stream. We'll give it a couple of minutes for everybody to boot up, people to load in if there's anybody, and we'll just play. And if the questions come, they come. About 30 minutes in, we'll start answering questions.
All right.
So I say about 1:30 we'll do the questions. Sounds about good.
Oh, am I going in the right direction? Doesn't seem like I am.
I don't know. I think you've got me lost.
I think I got myself lost.
Right, so hold on. We're heading northeast. Yeah, this should be to Hollowed Marsh.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the Enmarka forest.
Yeah, so
My
we have
bad.
to go back and down.
Yep.
Well, I know where I'm going, and it's your game.
You're asking too much of me.
I feel like you're showing spoilers, by the way, right now with this pet.
Oh no, that pet is the pre-order bonus.
A new subscriber arrives.
Hey, Damos.
It
Thanks for the
fills
sub,
you
buddy.
with determination.
And Damos is here. Meet Guillaume. That's my head moderator in chat. So,
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the hamlet.
and we got Jeffrey Gojal in with a follow as well. Thank you. So yeah, at 1:30, guys, we'll start a Q&A. And in the meantime, we're just gonna do some gameplay. I know secrets, Damos. I know secrets, buddy. Oh, look at this pet. Look, there's a pet.
It's my pearl bird.
It's the cutest thing. He's like, I want all the secrets. And he needs it now.
You did do the compass puzzle, which is the most secret.
Oh no, we
thing
haven't
about
done
the
it.
game.
We haven't done it. We're going to do it once we've unlocked all the areas. So, but I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I had a person come into my stream and literally describe me how to do it.
Well, most people use the wrong way at it.
Well, it's use a ball and fire at the ground until
don't
you
use
can't
a
go
bow.
anymore. Don't
Yeah,
use
don't
a
do
bow.
that. That's dumb.
How is that dumb? You're pathfinding.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing. Have you ever tried to place a tent somewhere that doesn't exist?
Oh, no.
So you just use, like, let's say you got a bedroll.
Yeah.
It's gonna be red if you're getting into a hole. So you can use that to guide your way
That's really
forward.
clever. Tips, Damos. Tips. Take note, buddy.
Alright, oh, I'm not sure I got rations.
Yeah, I don't think I have any rations, actually.
Well, let's find a bird or something, and we're gonna make some rations.
Yep.
Actually, I got some larva eggs, and yeah, that's not enough.
I'll put a fire down here so when we come back.
Good idea.
There we go. Start out
Preemptive
simple.
fire. Okay, if we find one hyena, I can make some bouillon.
Yep.
And that's one of the meals we could use after that to transform into travel rations.
Jeffrey, at 1:30 we'll be doing questions, Q&A. So in about 30 minutes, give or take, or 28 minutes. In the
Okay.
meantime, we just start off, make sure everybody's in stream. So we got a chicken. Did you see a chicken?
Better, 2 hyenas, so they both should drop some meat. If we combine that with salt and a gabbery, we're gonna be fine. You didn't even leave me some.
Sorry. Learned off the downloads, you know.
I got some of the meat.
Okay.
And the bouillon.
Do you need some more meat here?
I should be
here's some
fine.
salt. Drop.
I think I have salt.
Okay.
Yeah, I got salt, but I'm gonna need more to do the rations. I'm gonna do the rations for both of us.
No problem.
Did you
Jeff.
drop it?
Here. Salt. Drop. And
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Got it. Alright, so now I just need gabberies. I need two gabberies, and
okay.
then...
See if I've got any on me. No, I don't have any on me. That's a plant, isn't it?
Hmm?
The galleries. That's a
Yeah.
like little herb thing. Can never know.
But
what
there's
these
like,
things
there are the crab eye that we don't want
Yep.
too many of. Oh, there's some here. There we go.
Is he
Right next to the shrimp. The shrimp is angry at me.
Oh, that shrimp is angry at everyone. That's Damos' best friend, this one, actually. Killed him. It was amazing.
It should be a pet, right?
Should be a pet, yeah.
That thing is dead. Okay.
Hello.
Now I
Do
can
you want
get
some
the
more
berries. I guess so.
salt? Okay, I got the
I
salt.
can make an infinity amount of salt if I want, because we're close to the sea.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you boil salted water, it gives you 5 salts.
Well, there you go, guys.
I'm just gonna empty my water
Here's
skin
free
and then
salt.
fill it.
I've got 3 on me.
Oh,
There you go. It's on the floor
well,
here.
too late anyway. I just wasted all my water. So, oh, fish! Excellent. Oh, I don't have a fishing harpoon. Well,
I don't think I have one
That's
on
it,
me
then.
either. Nope.
wait, why can't I gather water? Let's look for that.
The salt's in front of me if you need it.
There
by
we
the-
go. All right, now I need to. Excellent. Okay, we can go to a fire. Oh, there's oil. I needed some.
So how do you actually fill up your thing here? With this
Huh?
oil? Like, so with oil, like, how do you fill up the lanterns?
Oh, you go in the crafting menu. You just combine the oil with the lantern, and voila, it's filled back up.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Yeah, it's just something I could never work out. It was, like, bugging me.
Like many of the answers to the questions are like, do the things that you would do, and it's gonna work.
Yeah, true.
It's how we try to orient most of our decisions. When a question was, how do we, like you would, okay.
Yeah, we are prepared. I told you clearly I'm not listened to. Oh, yeah. That's alright, Damos. Don't worry, buddy. I got you.
Okay. Now, lighting the campfire. I can make some bouillon spredateur. I can do meat stews. Now I'm gonna combine some of those meals together.
We won't survive, Joe. No. Well, I don't know. Guillaume, I won't. I feel that my life might die quickly. Have you seen my boots? My boots are terrible. They're padded. I got them at Primark, $2.99.
Not the best.
He's wearing Calvin Klein. Look at those boots. They're so shiny. So,
Okay,
we need
so,
cookies.
Where? There you go, sir.
Thank you.
3 travel rations.
Give me, yeah. Okay, we're good to
Hopefully we can find you some boots.
go. Yeah, I'm sure we will. I don't even know why I'm wearing these boots, to be honest. I think I had the option to buy better ones, but I left all my money in the starting area. So
Yeah, you don't want that. But they're good for cold.
yeah, that's true.
And if you craft them with amylite, you can make a set of boots that stays extremely strong against cold, which is what you want against the witch, and also increase your physical damage.
Oh,
So
well,
that could be a good mix.
that's quite good. Yeah, I need to remember that one, Damos. The witch. You know, that evil thing that lives in the castle.
Okay, so it's a bit cold. I'm gonna need to find a way to solve that problem. Oh, I'm gonna eat a beetle. Oh, I got a tea, it's even better.
Yeah, I got some Betty Spicer tea.
There, I'm fine now.
Okay.
So, since you don't like reading, the thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna read for you
Oh.
and make the choices, and you have to live with the consequences of those choices.
Okay. Just know if I start snoring because it's story time, it's not my fault.
Because you need to follow and read to get the plus 40 points to your maximum life. Because you have to go in a debate with giants.
A debate with giants?
Yeah, and if the giants consider that you're right, you get extra life forever. Because they give you their blood.
Okay, well, that sounds interesting. Damn, you never told me there was giants in this game.
Didn't you kill some?
I don't think so. I think this is the furthest I've been in this area, apart from the beehive, because I got lost the last time I was here.
You got lost, and you
yeah.
found one of the best axes in the game.
Well, I didn't find this. Damos found this axe.
Okay.
But the last axe I had was, like, shockingly bad.
Which one was it?
I think it was, like, the halberd or something. But I did find a sword for Damos, which was like a giant sword stuck in a stone.
Oh yeah, the strange rusted sword.
Yeah, that thing is amazing.
Well, it can be transformed into the best sword in the game.
Oh, really?
Yep. There, dead.
Wow. Oh my god, you have to read and remember story? Already too hard for me.
Let someone else do the thinking and the talking.
So you hear that, Sandy? Keep that sword that you've got because it gets the better one. And you need it. It's quite handy.
Essentially, that sword is a reference to the very first game that Ninedots developed.
Okay, just watch out, Bambi's up ahead.
Oh, where?
Right there, right in front of you. That thing.
Oh, you mean the deer?
Yeah, Bambi.
Oh, I heard bandits, and I was like,
oh,
what?
No,
Where? Because I was thinking
I don't mind bandits. Bambi is an evil nightmare.
Alright, so I take offense to you saying that the bow is not useful, so...
Oh no, the bow is useful. I've killed many things with the bow.
There. I mean...
It just doesn't do the damage of what melee does.
Of course not, but like, have you seen an axe?
Have you seen a really good archer?
An axe? It's like, you don't take any risk with a bow, so the payoff can't be the same as wielding an axe in the face of something and taking all the risks.
Hey Burning, you like the rain? See, that's a lot of things that a lot of people have said to me about this game. They don't like the graphics. Now, to me, I think the graphics are unique, and when I first started playing, I was like, this looks a bit... And then after a while, when you started venturing down the paths and you see the sun, the rain, the snow, it becomes beautiful and it fits with the music. You know?
Well, that's one thing. Like, Outward was made by a team of 10 people.
Yeah,
like,
I know that.
Usually, a game like that is made by a team of between 40 and 400. So we had to make some concessions, to make some choices, and the question is, like, what matters most between technicality and intent? What did we want to convey with our graphics? And we made our choice so that the artistic direction would convey what we want, whether or not we have the aptitude to go like balls to the wall with the more technical stuff. So we thought lighting is more important, landscapes are more important than like high definition textures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We just made educated choices to make sure that you can get immersed. That was one of the biggest thing, was like we had agreed internally that the thing that would have the highest payoff would be the lighting.
The lighting is really good. Like,
yeah,
nighttime is amazing. Like, see, if you do not have a candle in this game, or like a lantern, you're doomed. Especially at night. The amount of times that I've made the mistake of walking forward where Damos has went one path and I've went another, and I forgot to turn the light on, and I've got jumped by 2 giant lizard people or something. Oh.
That's great.
But yeah, the lighting is is really good.
But like when you look in the distance, the world feels like it's expanded, it's huge, because
yeah,
like,
it's not like fake
we can see the height to the southeast, and then the visual crystal more to the east.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of things in this game that we thought were just stationary objects in the background, and they turned out to be these massive dungeons, you know, or like content that I thought I didn't think you could get on top of the wind temple in the start area, you know, like the big spiral mountain. And I was like, when I seen like the puzzle for the compass, I was like, wow, you can actually get up there. Good design choices, says Bullock. Hey buddy, how's it going? I've had plenty of moments in which I was pretty impressed by the scenery of Outward, says Jeffrey. So, there you go.
It's one of the things that can be a bit frustrating because, like on our team, everyone is like they're really highly competent and on par with, you know, AAA industry and such.
Yeah.
But they know that having a limited team, they can't really push things to the very extent of like how good they are. So it's more like individual decisions and how they pay off. But ingenuity is going to be more appreciated by the very initiated. Whereas when everything is really perfect, that's when you're going to impress like people who are comparing us to, say, Witcher 3 or games like that.
Well, one of the games that I would compare this to, and it's one of mine and Damos's favorite, is Remnant. Like, not with like the travel between the crystals and the different worlds, but how hard this game is. You know, and if it wasn't for Remnant from the Ashes, I would probably look at this game, have a heart attack, turn it off, and go, nope. So, but the fact that we played Remnant prior to playing this taught me that you're gonna die a lot, no matter what you do. So just get on with it and enjoy it.
Enjoy your death.
Yeah, enjoy your death. Like for me, the one thing I love about this game is the ragdolling. See when Damos gets slapped by an axe and his body just slayed across the map? I'm like, wow. The first night we went to the bandit camp in the starter area, Damos gets hit by the big guy wielding the big axe, the executioner guy, and his body gets slapped off of a pole next to a building. It just looked like he got wrapped around it. I was like,
and that's when you're thinking, oh, we're having a good time.
The feel. We all died a lot playing this game, which is actually kind of cool considering the many defeat scenarios. That's true. It's always fun when dying ends up being a positive experience. That's true, Balak. The way the graphics of this looks and reminds me of Dragon Age. Interesting. Which one? Like that'd be
Chamber Collective.
the latest one? You couldn't enjoy your death in Sekiro? No, my god, that game just drives me nuts. You ever try that game, Gio?
You mean Dragon Age?
No, Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
Oh no, not yet. It's on my backlog.
Oh yeah,
really
when you do it.
I was a big fan of Tenchu.
Oh, Tenshu's an amazing game, but that game's nothing like Tenchu.
Yeah, and I like the Dark Souls as well. But it's Neo 2 that captured my interest for games in that recipe. Do you allow me to commit you to the Blue Chamber?
Sure. Blue Chamber sounds fine.
Listen well.
Risa says she knew she could count on you.
Oh, okay.
This is troubling. It will be a few days before they all arrive, however.
Wow.
There.
Oh.
So in a few days, she's going to be ready to give us our first assignment.
Okay.
One thing to know,
There's
they tell you to
news
come
from
back
Cierzo.
in 3 days. Oh, right, it triggered the quest to... Okay, so now she just warned you that Cierzo is in danger, the hometown.
Right, okay.
Normally, you might discover it the bad way, but now you're with the developer, so you can know. If you don't do this quest, the village will be burnt and you will lose access to everything inside of it, including your chest.
Well, okay, fair enough. I don't want to lose my chest.
So we might have to go and kill that witch after all.
Oh. Damn it.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry. It's all it's my bad.
What is it with this game and just making my life hard?
It's kind of what this game is about. It's telling you, like, you want to be an adventurer? That shit's hard, yo.
I've been on adventures. It was not hard. Exploring the walking part? Okay, that's the hard part. I didn't need to wield an axe to kill a witch.
So, we don't have to go now, but keep in mind, like, we are at day 49.
Uh-huh.
You got, like, maybe 30 days or 20 to go and save Cierzo.
Shall we go and kill the witch together?
I mean, I'm all up for it. One
Stream,
thing.
should we go kill the witch? It lies, you have 2 days.
How can I help you?
So like, one of the things that I would like to know straight off the bat, keys.
Yep.
Are we ever going to see a key ring?
Well, most keys are used only once, and then you can just put them in your stash, and you're gonna be fine.
Alright, because like, I have like 1,000,000 keys for...
Really?
Oh yeah, like, well, maybe 20.
Oh, you did say that you were like doing dungeons after dungeon after dungeon.
Yeah, we kicked the crap out of that castle where the witch lives.
Welcome to the hamlet.
And we ended up with like 20 keys.
Yeah, you don't need multiple samples of the same key either. Like, it's okay to leave stuff on the ground and be like, oh, I don't care.
Fair enough. Alright, so we got a few things in chat. Need more games where your quests and decisions can really look you out parts of the map? Parts of a map? Alright, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you gotta like do different decisions and then search, or lock you out different parts of the map. That's quite interesting. So like, if we didn't save the lighthouse, we don't get it.
Yep.
You know? And we have to like go and find a new house. Where are you?
I'm trying to find recipes for some meals I want to do, because I got some food that's about to turn bad,
Okay.
and I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, I've
Do
got
you know
like
how
a
to-
couple of alphas and that. Do you know how to do what?
I don't know how to... Do you have a lot of money?
Yeah, not on me.
Okay, because you could buy a house here now that you've part of the blue faction. And the recipe that I want to learn is actually in there, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
all
gonna
my
just
money's
buy
in the
it.
Star Village. I've got like 600 gold silver.
Okay, the house is 500.
Want to buy
so
something?
Good to know.
that can be nice to get. Okay. Let's do this. Alpha sandwich shouldn't be too complicated.
How
to
can I
make.
help you?
We got like 10 minutes, 9 minutes, guys, before we start the Q&A, and you guys can ask all of your questions and whatnot. We have a few questions prepared as well, so yeah, we'll go from there and see how we get on.
Alright. So I bought some cool potions, because we're gonna need at least that to protect ourselves from the witch ice spells.
Right.
And yeah, I think that if we have that, and maybe Cierzo Ceviche, which is a meal we can buy in
How
the
can I help
village,
you?
we can increase our elemental resistance, and that will ensure that we don't die in one spell.
Right. So what was the thing I needed? Ice what?
No, I got cool potions. I bought some for both of us.
Oh,
So,
okay. Cool.
Here, I'll drop you one. There.
Thank you. Right, I
So we
love
got that.
how it seems to be impossible to earn 150 silver when you just start out, and end up having enough gold bars to end a house with. Wait, okay. See, like, when I've done this, started this game like 800 times now, I think.
This worries me.
And like when I first started, we didn't know how to save the lighthouse. So then we worked out that you ran across the beach, and then you gave the guy the bandage, and you got the lighthouse for free. And then I worked out how to make 150 silver within the first day. So that was doing alchemy. And it's just selling stuff back.
Oh,
to the
there's just
vendors.
so many different ways.
It's smart though. Like a lot of games limit you to what you can do in the start. This game doesn't.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So
I hate when games do that.
Yep.
Like, just if I know how to do things, let me do them.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know, well, you can guide me, but don't hold my hand.
Are you ready
Okay,
to
wait.
venture?
Well, I just bought some rations, but there's not enough left for you
Oh,
from that merchant, so we will need to make some.
that's fine.
Other than that, yeah, I'm fine.
I have alpha piece of meat for you here.
Oh, sure.
You can
thing,
have
thank
that.
you.
And
We're gonna cook once outside. And, yeah,
okay,
we'll go
that's
from
fine. Let's go.
there. You got enough water?
Yeah, I've got plenty. Got 4
Okay.
on me.
4 water skins?
No, I think I've got 4 water. It says 4
Okay,
water.
okay.
Or maybe that's just keybang 4. I think it's keybind 4. Yeah, it's keybind
Not
4
the
with
same.
water. I got this, guys. It's fine. Yeah, I've got like 4 water left in the sack. It's fine.
Oh, okay, let me change my boots. There.
There we
Should
go.
be a
So
bit
you guys
quicker
can see
and
that
more
down
resistant
there.
to cold.
Alright, let's go. That way you can actually see what I'm talking about as well, stream on the UI.
Okay, so turns out that I'm really sorry that I forgot that it would activate the timer for the
Oh, no,
the
that's
quest
fine.
to save Sears, though.
I just know you wanted me to see this witch die. That's what you
Oh,
said.
it's gonna be live. It's gonna happen. Okay, speaking of alpha meat,
You want to kill this one?
of course.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you know that you can use the horns to make a bow.
Yep. Oh,
Oh, he's hurting you.
yeah, oh, he does not like. Oh god.
All right, he's staggered.
Good.
There we go.
Oh, he was
That's-
a nasty bugger.
Oh, and he did drop some antlers.
Oh, I did have some. I just sold some. Though. I'll take them again, though. They are worth good money.
Yep.
Witch revenge, says Damos. Yeah, you have to do it yourself, Damos. Yeah, I'm about to go and get.
Well,
this
you know,
fucking-
I'm willing to just spectate as you two guys get your revenge. I'll be the coach and tell you how to kill her.
No, it's
How did
fine.
that
Damos
sound?
can wait. I don't want to be screaming running out of the building. I want to feel like a champion.
All right. Oh, you can actually
Greetings, friend.
buy
Oh,
from him
I've
the,
never
the
seen him
rations
before.
that you need. He's not always there. So yeah, that's good fortune that he'd be here.
Not sure you could stream a death on Twitch. Don't know, but that's debatable.
I'm gonna make a
Greetings,
fire
friend.
while you are shopping.
Oh, yep. Don't worry about me. I'm just looking at buying myself a few. That's not right. That's ancestral potion, endurance potions. Ah, life potions. There we go. Yum yum. All right.
Oh, do you have bread?
No, but
Oh,
bandits
I
are.
just got it. Damn it! God damn. Okay. So see, there's another witch.
Oh,
Careful, she's got a blast.
she ain't doing nothing.
That's true.
Get out of it.
There. And she gone! Alright, I want some bread. Do you have some bread?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's got some.
Oh, yeah, I
Life.
picked it up. Here you go.
Life is great. Life is amazing.
Do you want it? The bread?
Oh, yeah, please. Yes.
There you go.
I'm gonna break bread with you. Look at this. Look at this.
What did you make?
The kind of food
Ooh,
that
a
would crave a
sandwich.
barbarian.
Yum. Ah, life is good.
Right? So I guess we got everything we need.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, were you aware of what I'm about to do? Look at my character.
Okay.
Do you consider that this is a better look?
I did not know you could put the pot in your head.
You have to, you just have to put the pot in the crafting menu
Right.
and nothing else.
Welcome to the
Well, there you go,
hamlet.
stream. Secret one. Oh, I need a cooking pot. Best helmet in the game right there, says Jeffrey. Right. Pot head confirmed. Right, okay. So, yeah, we could start the questions now if you would like, while we head there.
Oh, let's go.
Alright, stream, do you have any questions first before I ask away? So, you know, a few of you are dying to ask questions, so... Let's see how they get on. This is the one time the chat goes quiet. They're all like, I'm thinking! I'm thinking! I'm sorry guys, did I put you all on the spot? Alright, so let's do one while we're waiting. Will the composer return for the DLC?
Oh god, yes. And he delivers. He delivers so much again.
I can't wait. Because the music is amazing.
Actually, there's a dev diary video that we made, and the music in it is a music that's in the game. It's gonna give you a sample, but the guy is called Jean-François Racine, and he's incredibly talented. This is actually his very first work making a soundtrack.
One thing with that, can we be able to buy the soundtrack?
Oh, it's on Bandcamp. You can look it up, and he's selling it for fairly cheap. I think it's like $5 or $8. So, and it was also added on Steam. So
there you go, guys.
Yeah, there's different avenues to if you want to encourage the guy and get the soundtrack. And I gave him, I let him have all the rights to the sales of the soundtrack. So you would be really directly encouraging him.
Perfect. So there you go, guys. Go buy that album.
I'm right.
Okay, so question from Jeffrey. Will we be able to buy a new... Will there be a new Bible house in the DLC? I want to relocate.
Yes. Yes, it'll be there.
Confirmed. Any other questions, guys? Feel free to ask away. And while we're doing that, I've got someone for you. Will there be more options regarding what happens when a character dies within the DLC?
Okay, so what we focused on was mostly making defeat scenario for the new area. But there won't be new defeat scenarios that are added in the areas that already exist.
Oh, I need travel rations. Go on.
You don't have some?
No, you never gave me them.
God damn it. God damn it. I thought you would buy them from the...
Nope, I forgot.
Oh, well, no matter.
We need to get rid of travel rations from the game. Hashtag. Get it done.
No. I don't agree with you.
Alright, so, yeah. With death scenarios.
So, yeah, the scenarios, we try to kind of have... like. In every area, we try to have at least 1 or 2 defeat scenarios that are more eventful, more special, kind of trigger something that feels more like a quest. So that's
good.
That's what we focused on.
Okay, so the second question I have, are you going to be releasing new weapon types and skills?
Yes. So there's one weapon type the weapon type we added is called the fist weapon. So if you just want to punch things in the face until they die, we've added that.
I like fist weapons.
And honestly, in terms of game feel, you can tell the experience that we acquired with the previous weapon types, and we kind of upped our game a little bit. So it feels more... It just feels better to use. It feels more impactful, and since you get so close to the enemy, it's a bit more quick of a weapon type, as you would expect from a fist weapon.
Okay, so Damas goes, oh my god, I get to be a monk.
Yeah, you definitely can play a monk style.
Awesome.
And as for skills, we added 2 new trainers with their own skill trees. And we already did announce what they were. The first one is the Hex Mage, that specializes in placing curses on the enemy and then exploiting that, or using a blood sigil to do some blood magic. The other one is the Speedster, which is specializing in risk management and speed. So he's got one of those skills that's called the Probe, and it evolves every time you hit the enemy with that skill. It's really not powerful. It's like only 50% of a normal hit. But every time you hit an enemy with that, it increases your level of alertness. And then you can use that alertness for different effects. So first, it makes your dodge better. Like it extends the period that you're invincible during a dodge.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So that's what being alert does, and the higher it is, the better. But you take slightly more damage for every level of alert as well. So you need to dodge better. As long as you do, you're kind of on a roll.
Yeah.
But once you get hit, it can be a two-way street.
Yeah, the house question has been answered. Yes, you'll be able to buy a new house. Question from, well, not so much Joe, but Damos wants this question answered. Will we be able to have more than 2 players?
Nope.
No?
Well, I mean, there's a mod.
Oh, there is a mod?
Yeah, there's a mod that allows like up to 16 players if you want or whatever, and
Wow.
It gets really crazy because the game does not really support that. But the truth is, the goal for Outward was to make a game where you feel threat and wonder. And if you were ganging up on every enemy all the time, you would not have the time to like wonder what's going on, to wonder at what's going on, and you would never feel threatened. So it just did not fit the feeling that we want people to associate with Outward. So it's really an authorial decision. But also a technical one, because more players mean, like, the more you add, the more complicated it is, the more the connections need to be seamless. And like, we did take some shortcuts to make it run. Sometimes you will notice when you're playing with someone else, like, I don't know, NPCs are kind of warping and stuff like that. The more players there are, the more exacerbated these issues will be, and they might go past the threshold where it's just, oh, I accept the bugs, and you can become, okay, no, this is starting to suck, because it takes so much of your attention to notice all those bugs when you got, like, I don't know, 3 other players instead of just one who are running around and kind of lagging and stuff like that.
With the co-op thing, are you going to make it feel like, because Dan was asking me this one earlier on, are you going to make it feel like the actual player who's joined the co-op feel useful? Like, receive items, do quest things? Because right now, if I was to get a quest reward, you wouldn't get it.
Oh, I'm not with you. See, I don't agree with that assessment of not feeling useful, because at the end of the day, what's the most useful to your character is the skills you learn and the items you find, and those you get to share. Also, because we've locked the player out of some factions, we were able to make like very potent rewards in terms of passive skills for your character when you complete a quest. But if you join someone else's game, you can do someone else's quest line. So if we allow that, someone could get like, you could get all the rewards for all the quest lines, and that would kind of destroy the point of making choices. You could just do them all. So that would really suck. And at the end of the day, nothing stops you from helping you. Like, if your buddy is helping you with your quest line, then you go in their game and you help them with theirs. It just means, because the game can be played in multiple ways, right? And do multiple quest lines. So you say, I want to join the Blue Chamber, you're going to join the Holy Mission. Well, you both will be helping each other do a different quest line. You get more variety out of it, and you will just accelerate your experience of going through all the different stories, one from the perspective of being the host and the other one from being the client. And at the end of it, you both have your unique rewards for your unique choices. I think it makes more sense design-wise to go that way.
Yeah, that definitely makes a lot more sense. It basically means that the game, you can do multiple replayability. You're not just skipping it just by joining co-op, which is fair, and Damos gets that too. Okay, so Jeffrey has one. Will the Soroborians be a new faction you can join? And
yes.
Okay. And are you locked out of joining them if you already joined another group like the Blue Chamber?
Also, yes. So if you really want to do everything that the new DLC offers, you will need to do a new playthrough. However, if you join, or rather if you go into that area, okay, there's butterflies. If you go in the area, you will still have stuff to do even if you don't join the faction. But the storyline itself will be locked with a character that's already joined a faction. Did you know that those butterflies mean that when you sleep here, you don't need to guard? You will never be ambushed.
No, I did know that. I was about to ask, what the fuck's with the butterflies?
Butterflies mean peaceful place to rest. So, what do you think? We could maybe skip the night because it's super dark and find our way after.
Sure. Do that. There we go. Alright, is there a lich in the new area?
That I won't answer.
Okay, we're moving on. Is there going to be new class trainers, and what type of class we expect? We've done that as the monk style thing.
Well, the monk is the new weapon type, but the new skills
yeah.
are speedster and blood mage. Well, ex-mage.
and mage. Okay, so how does the new enchanting system work?
You remember I told you like there's one thing that I probably won't be giving much information about.
Yep.
This would be it.
There we go. Okay, so we just skip that one too.
what I'm gonna say about the enchantment system is that I purposefully made it so that it would be a bit obscure and require some experimentation and will create some frustration for some players, and I accept that fully because I want enchantment to feel like that thing that you really need to understand to do, and that once you do, you feel like kind of like you feel very crafty when you do that. Essentially.
Well, that makes sense. So. Okay, fair enough. So what type of new areas will we see? Is there going to be a new type of area theme, like steampunk or apocalypse? Areas.
So the antique plateau, the new area is called the antique plateau, and those are ruins of a place that was very populated before the scourge monster started like destroying everything. You can go in the ruins of that, go inside, it's not just outside. So it feels a bit more kind of industrial, but in an arcane punk kind of style.
Oh, okay.
So it's a very different theme. And one thing that we added also, like every region has its own set of unique obstacles. Like the Chersonese has snow, the desert has warmth, the Hallowed Marsh got the poisonous area, the Enmerka Forest has the fog and the ghosts. Well, there's still going to be winter in the new area, the Antique Plateau, but we also added corruption, which is something that feels like kind of the inverse need. You know, you need to always be fed, to have slept, to have drank water. This is something that you want to have the least amount of, and it kind of adds up. Think of it a bit like radioactivity in Fallout, like something you just don't want to keep piling up on your character, and that will have negative consequences if you don't look into it. So sometimes you will see areas that you might not be sure you want to get into because you can see that it's super corrupted, but at the same time, knowing that it's a game, you'd be like, but there's probably some good rewards for going in there.
Okay. Is there anything new in the DLC? Is there anything from the DLC that's going to be available in the base game that's not contained to just the DLC?
So if you learn skills, of course, or acquire items outside of the area, you can bring them in the core areas, but most of the things you will not find in the base game. The reason for that is we did not want our business model to kind of force players to be to buy the DLC. So if we had put like DLC stuff in the core areas, then if you want to play with someone else, you would not be seeing the same thing. That would kind of be awkward. So you would not be able to play co-op with someone who didn't buy the DLC. So by focusing on putting as much content as possible in the DLC, then you can still just join someone else's game, and all the skills you have or the items that you bring, you'll be able to join someone else's game and still use them, but they won't be able to pick them up, and they won't be able to.
I was going to ask that. Was it like, so if I own the DLC, Damos doesn't own the DLC, and I had a endgame axe, and he wanted the endgame axe, he couldn't pick it up unless he.
No, you can't give it to him unless he's paid for the DLC as well.
Well, that's fine.
But still, you can still be together. I thought that was the most fair way to go at it.
Though. Yeah.
And technically, it's also easier to do it that way.
Okay. Well, that's good. So, right, we just going straight to the witch, or are we clearing the entire camp?
Should kill everything that exists.
I like your thinking. Yeah, I like seeking vengeance on these people. All right. Oh, I think they should already
dead here. Okay.
Oh, no, here they go.
There's already people who are angry at you.
Yeah, they don't like me in here.
I told you that axe was good.
Oh, this axe is great.
the time that I dropped my bag, they're dead.
And
And
do
you got
want
the
the
keys,
food?
right?
Oh, that shoots. Oh no, I didn't pick up any keys. I've already got them all. I'll let you pick them up unless you've got.
Oh, I'm
got
not gonna
them?
need the keys. You got everything you need.
Okay, I've got the keys. Right. Okay. There we go. Right. Up.
Wait.
Okay.
I hope I'm not wrong, but if I remember correctly, that's the right one.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm waiting outside.
Yes, it was the right one.
Oh.
What's in there?
I have no idea. Let's have a look. Oh, it's
There's
the
an axe.
brutal.
There's a recipe. I take it you're not the kind of guy who does alchemy, right?
I've been doing a little bit of alchemy.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you the recipe then, because the Goblin elixir is
you can
really
take
good.
it. You take it. I don't need it. I think I've already got it.
Okay. Fun fact: the possessed potion increase your DK damage. Your axe is DK damage. You like the possessed potion. I don't need anything else in there.
Not me though.
Okay.
Okay. Just dead guy. Right. You want to go up?
If I go down, Venable prison keys. All right, let's go up. Let's go up.
Why not pull all the levers?
Why not
Because
what?
you're probably gonna die. This game likes to punish you. Alright, so next question while we're going up. Is there any, will we see mounts in the game?
No.
No mounts?
There's not going to be mounts. In part because if we did that, the areas would suddenly go from feeling huge to feeling extremely small. And it's also a lot of job to do, and it would kind of make you skip a lot of things. The pacing of the game in terms of traveling is very deliberate, and the thing that we added instead of mounts is gear that we call traveling gear that will increase your movement speed and stuff like that. So instead of having a mount, you can just put in your traveling boots and eat some food that's going to increase your movement speed, and then you're going to be able to like blitz through the areas. But mounts themselves, they add a crazy amount of work, and they would kind of break the pacing. We would have needed to have changed completely how we would have gone at it in terms of
Makes sense.
of level design.
Alright, and pets. I see you've already got a pet, but other pets that we could feed? Train, maybe?
No, we don't add that.
Okay.
It'd be nice. Like, don't get me wrong, I do agree it'd be nice.
Fair enough. Should I drink this cool potion, by the way?
We're about to get into that fight, right?
Yep.
Then yes.
Okay, got my potion.
Also,
equipped.
add this meal. You're gonna like it.
Okay.
And the alpha sandwich is gonna be great too. Drink some water for stamina regen. I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm set. You ready?
I'm gonna add there. This.
You're not one
I'm
of my
very ready.
What?
Not today, love. Oh no.
Be careful! Oh shit!
Oh! Yeah!
See, I told
you're
you,
right.
you got the best weapon to take it down. There, my turn to kill him.
Good job.
See, that wasn't so bad.
No, that was not bad at all.
You should sound more angry at her though.
Oh, I feel happy that she's dead. Oh damn us, I killed her. So you got an arcane robe, astral potion. Yeah, I'll take that arcane robe. Damn us, we'll use that. And we got 2 keys. What are these keys for? Take them all. Sure, we'll work that out eventually. What's that?
Sorry.
Worn junk.
Alright, and did you kill Rospa already?
Who? The guy, the keymaster downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Because Rospa is way harder.
Oh yeah, that guy was a beast. Damn it,
So
I'm
you-
not that type of mage, damn it.
So all 3 of them are dead, right?
Yep, I think so.
Well, then we already saved Sierzo.
Yay!
So if we go in the town, we're gonna get well, you're gonna get the reward.
Oh wait, no we didn't? What do you mean no? No, we did not what?
Kill Roswell, maybe?
Yeah, maybe we'll have to check.
Let's make
we
sure.
did.
On this.
Left or right? Straight.
Here.
Oh, we did kill this guy. This is the guy with all the archer friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did kill this guy. Yeah, he did.
He did. Okay. We're good to go then.
See, when I came up here the first time, there was a lot of silver bars on the table. I was like, I'm rich! And then I couldn't pick them up. I was devastated.
I think they're iron though, considering that they're having their slaves mine iron.
Stream, do you have any more questions? New other question for you. Spells. New spells.
Yep.
And if you could give us a tip on?
Well, I did say that we were adding the blood sigil.
Yeah.
So people who have used sigils will know what to expect from that. Like I really like that we're adding two very different playstyles of magic with the hex mage. Either you go through curses or the blood sigil. You can kind of combine both of them as well. But yeah, that's the main
ever
additions.
seen necromancy?
I mean, you can raise ghosts, so there's already necromancy. There's one skill that allows you to do that.
I want skellies.
Skeletons are better than ghosts.
Okay, so prior to this stream, we did a few streams the other week there with me and Damos. And a lot of people were asking about bows.
Yeah.
So I said this to you earlier on as well. So the simple bow bug is about to be fixed, stream, which is awesome. If you ever came across that issue, it is being worked on. The other thing was, right, so bows do not feel powerful at all. Compared to they used to be with the bleed effect.
I mean, we nerfed it because there was a bug with bleeding that was... well, there are two things that we nerfed. There was a bug with bleeding that was like twice as powerful or 4 times as powerful as it was intended. And when we realized that, we're like, the problem is it trivialized the thing that was supposed to be difficult in the game. And sure, some people will say, well, the players can decide if they want to play that way or not. It's true, but at the same time, some players will be frustrated that they feel like they're the dumb one for going at it the hard way when they could just pick a bow, shoot one arrow with a skill, and just wait for the enemy to die while kiting. That was boring as fuck, and it sucks when the most optimal way to play, or what feels like the most optimal way to play, is just boring.
Well, to me, I feel the bows in this game are actually really skillful because there's a mini game where you're doing it. You have to align the mouse and then fire. But you can't just fire straight because it will just miss. You have to align it, watch the movement, and then fire. And it's tricky. Oh yeah, you could do it first person and just fire the arrow to the target and judge the shot. But when you're doing it third person, based on the camera, is really interesting because you've got to follow the mouse and align the target as well. That I thought was a really good addition to the game and made me love the bows of this game.
It's the only weapon that can be used to, well, arguably the only weapon that can be used to target and hit enemies further than the lock-on range. That itself is very powerful because you can land a few shots before anything else could. So we have to take that into account, and that's one of the things that we nerfed. Initially, when the game was released, you could have 30 arrows in your quiver instead of 15. And what that meant was that what people did, like super early on, they would join huge fights like the Lich with just a bow. And the bow is not supposed to be like, and not even any skills, just firing arrows. And because they had so many arrows in their quiver, they could just shoot all 30 of their arrows in the Lich. And eventually maybe kill it anyway, which is too simple. Too simplistic.
Yeah, it is too simple. See, I do like the fact that I can put like when I was doing the archer, I had like 50 arrows with me, maybe up to 100. you know?
Okay.
But it mean I had to carry less other stuff. So I was
Yeah.
sacrificing one for another, you know? And Damos was being upfront with the shield. I was the archer. And with friendly fire on as well, I couldn't hit Damos. You know? I'm not sure if there actually is friendly fire in this game, but I was just making sure
There is none.
There
There's
isn't?
none. No.
I knew there was none, Damos. God damn it, I told you! Right.
Because we are not that tight on the connectivity between both players. So
Right.
there could have been instances where you're not supposed to hit your friend, but you are. That creates frustration, and the opposite can create frustrations as well.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why there's no friendly fire. It would have been just hell to manage from a connectivity point of view.
Yeah, that
Because
makes sense.
you know us as devs, we're kind of sadists.
Yes.
So we would have put friendly fire otherwise.
Damas has got one in chat. Is there going to be another bug secret like the compass that we will have to find and work out as a community as a whole? You know?
I mean, the very nature of secrets like that is that if I talk about them, I kind of ruin
Then it's
them.
not a secret.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird to ask that question.
Yeah, stop asking about Fight Club, guys. Okay, you know the rules. Damn it.
I see a lot of people here. That means you did not respect the first two rules of Fight Club.
Will we see other professions come to the game?
What do you mean other professions?
Okay, so far we've got fishing, cooking,
Oh,
alchemy.
right. Yeah, no.
Nothing?
Well, no, not true. Enchantment. Enchantment would count.
Oh yeah,
in
enchantment.
that, right?
Yeah. Enchantment is a new profession. Yes. What about like something like blacksmithing or something like that?
Well, there's gonna that's I think that was asked. Like the people wanted to be able to really craft their armors and have more stuff that they can do. But you'll notice that in the game you can craft weapons, but you can only make very makeshift-ish armor
Yeah.
because
I feel
this
like
is
the
a game about
crafting
being.
system could be bigger.
Well,
you know?
here's the thing. This is a game about adventuring, not being a master craftsman and a master adventurer and it's just you're not supposed to be able to be good at everything. This is about this is the story of people who decided that they would dare to brave the wild and stuff. If you could become like the kind of blacksmith that can make legendary armors and weapons as a side job, it defeats the
Purpose.
like
Yeah.
how
Okay.
things are working in this universe.
Well, that makes sense. Hope you've got more cookies.
Well, I don't have more cookies, but I got a cooking pot for you,
Yeah.
so that you can put it on your head.
Oh, that's an amazing idea. Right, so inventory. That one. What do I do? Just stick it in the crafting area?
Yeah. In the crafting menu in manual recipe, you just
And then just click craft.
yeah.
Helm added. Equip.
There we go.
Amazing. Where's the stats on this thing? 8. Oh
It
my
lowers-
god. I
It
don't
lowers
care
your
about
impact
stamina.
resistance because you can't see shit.
That's fine. I'm happy with that. You can call me.
But increase your
pothead.
protection. Protection is a good stat.
Yep, I like protection. I don't need no avoidance. It's fine. It even smokes. Yes, it does, Joe. This is brilliant. Will we see more things like this into the game? Like this, the little things that most people don't even realize is there.
Of course.
Enter Shizro. Well, I think that concludes most of the Q&A unless anybody else has any more. So, if you do have them in chat, let us know quickly, guys, before we end that. And I can let Guillaume on his way to relax.
Need something?
Oh, there we go.
My thanks.
Hey, done. Elite plate helm added. Yes. That is a
You
good
realize that he gave you his helm. Like he's no longer wearing it himself.
Oh yeah, look, it's gone. Ah, it's not as good as
And
my
you-
helm, is it? Protection 1.
I
Protection
mean, that one
2.
is more defensive. The other one is more offensive.
Yeah, plus the other one has that red skull on it. What is the red skull mean anyway?
Red skull?
Yeah, so like if I hover over my helm, it has a red skull with 30 stat. 30 red skull. Like here, I'll drop it and you can see. Like if you pick it up, it has like a little
Welcome
red skull.
to the hamlet.
Oh, a green skull. I don't know, I'm colorblind.
Oh, yeah. Resistance to the green skull is decay.
Oh.
It gives you resistance to decay damage.
Ew, okay. Shut up, Joe. Can we get beards in the DLC? Beards are important.
People keep asking that. People keep asking that.
Yes, where the hell is the
no.
beards?
Like, we are aware that, to say it in a euphemism, we know that the character creation in our game is not the best. We know. Oh, wait, it's here. Come.
I'm coming.
See if it works. Does it?
I
No?
don't see anything.
I guess we were past it. I remember it wasn't close to this time. Close to now.
Can I help
got it.
you?
Nope, that's wrong.
No, it's the guard.
I was like, I'm clicking something.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you guys what this statue does at a certain time of day, but you can work it out. That's your clue. It's something at a certain time of day, round about nowish. You can click something, and yeah, you can get something.
Okay, so Okay.
Did you
close
just
to
change
it?
the time?
No. But it's just wait. Should be soon.
I'm not sure I want to show them on stream.
Well, you don't have to. It's your decision. We can leave. We can leave now.
We could leave and just come back another time. How do you know what time
But
it is?
but you could also go right. It'd be now or never.
Oh, nothing. I believe he's lying. He just wants to see me run around a statue all day.
Okay.
Oh, no. Cover the screen. You've never seen anything.
So you just got a key
Yep.
that was given by the guard.
Yep.
I'm gonna show you like the most secret thing you can do with that key.
Okay. Where did you go?
Close to the series of storage.
That's the one downstairs under the lighthouse, yeah?
Yep.
Is there anything you would like to share regarding the DLC?
Stay tuned because very, very, very soon we're going to be announcing the release date. We just need to figure out a few last things. Yeah, so that's the question that has been asked the most. I'm not too sure what's the strategy from our publisher for like if we're going to be announcing the date and the price at the same time, but I think it should be.
Is
pretty
it
damn
tomorrow?
close. No, it's not tomorrow. Good try though. Okay, try this. Try this.
Oh, a giant chest. With what? A random thing? It's a blank box. Did I put something in it?
So those are legacy chests.
Yeah.
If you put something in there
Uh-huh.
and you create another character, you'll be able to come and pick it up here.
Oh, that's amazing. Putting that in there. Right. There we go. Done.
What did you put in there?
The helmet from the guard.
Which one? Wait.
The...
Oh, right. Oh, sure.
Yeah. You know, that's a really nice helmet. Actually, I'll put the mage stuff in now. Yeah, the mage one. The arcane robe. Yeah, there we go. Get that from the
That's
witch.
actually a better choice, and I will not tell you why.
Okay. Why won't you tell
There's
me
a
why?
secret to my secret.
Oh, really? Why are you so secretive?
Because it's more fun like this. I'm a game designer, man.
Well, fair enough. But, like, I'm a streamer, tell me.
You find it out. Actually, the armor you're wearing right
the
now
hamlet.
would do really great in a legacy chest.
Alright,
Like
so
the chest piece.
was that the shark pet thing?
What?
Like, is that what we got? The key for?
No.
Oh.
No.
Alright, just making
Okay,
sure.
so the other thing is there's a chest that's gonna be in Risa's house.
Right.
That should contain some random loot. Also,
Oh, okay.
might as well go and check that. Sorry if I'm spoiling it all and giving you all the secrets.
Dude,
but
I would never find
you
this
said you
out.
wanted the secrets.
I want all the secrets. Yeah, stream. Seeing all these secrets. Spoilers every day.
So I don't remember where are the...
Hey, cyberspace.
Oh, here. That's here. Boom.
Can we get the staff? Oh.
Which staff?
The staff in the case.
No, you can't.
Why?
Initially we thought we'd be using that case for a story thing, but it ended up not being relevant.
Okay.
Anything good in there?
Yeah, got player sword, an emerald, and there was something else. Large emerald, and a player sword. 32 damage? That's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's a good sword, but you got something better for sure.
Yeah. Cyberspace says, I love this game and I'm hyped for the DLC. I pre-ordered this and I have the bird and the fireworks.
Nice.
Nice.
Let me do some of that. Whee!
That is beautiful. That night's gonna be amazing.
Yep.
So the
Actually
bird
used...
is from the DLC?
No, the bird is pre-order and the fireworks as well.
Or for the DLC, yeah?
No, just for the game when it was released last
Okay.
year. So that means no bird for you.
Oh, I feel bad.
Greetings,
I mean,
friend.
I could give you a key for that. Yeah, I think I can. I'll try and figure it out if there's a way to give you a key to get the bird if you want.
Yeah, I don't want the fireworks, I just want the bird. Yeah, Damos, are you gonna be jelly that I get the bird and you don't? How do you feel? Sir, you made a beautiful game.
Actually,
and I
you played this
absolutely
game
love it.
because of Damas, so maybe he's the one who should be getting the bird.
I'll be giving him the bird. So Jack D. Frozen says, Sir, you made a beautiful game and I absolutely love it. Jeffrey
you.
says, just checked my Steam and it seems I've played Outward for 461 hours. Is that a bad thing?
Yeah. No, it's a
No,
good thing.
it's
It's
a
a
good
great thing. It's the best of things.
Cyberspace says I may have doubled that. So Damos, what will you do for the bird? But I have a PS4. Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Oh shit, no. What did I do?
What did
Don't
you
drink
do?
that water.
Oh god! I've got disease!
Look, it's rancid water.
What did you do? Did you pee in it?
No, look, there's like lightning and stuff happening.
Oh.
It's no longer working.
Oh god, no, I've got a disease. How do I get rid
Like,
of my...
out of just as a reflex, I drank that shitty water.
Yeah, same.
But I did
was
not
like,
get sick myself.
Oh.
Okay, so you got what? Indigestion?
No, I don't know what I've got. Hold on, let me have a look. Yeah, indigestion. Has a chance to make you vomit when eaten, nullifying the full effect.
Okay. It's my fault. I didn't warn you, so I'm gonna make you tea, and you're gonna feel
Oh,
better.
thank you. I like tea.
Well, I can tell by your accent.
I'm not at all drinking tea. I can see the headline.
Stop it with your stereotypes.
Yeah, I will give Damos the bird. I can see the headlines now. CEO of Ninedots Studios gives the streamer the bird.
I mean, yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, I'll put that as the title of my YouTube video. Alright.
So I need to make some tea.
Can I not just buy the tea?
You can, but you don't want my tea? It's not good enough for you?
Hey there.
I
Is
don't
that
know.
it?
Depends what kind of tea it is.
It's a soothing tea.
Okay, I'll take your soothing tea.
I'm at the beach.
It's free!
It's the best kind of tea. Free.
Yeah, I like free. Where
There.
did you get that hat?
That one is
Yep.
the Master Trader hat.
Oh.
Yeah, Master Trader hat. It's really good because it gives you movement speed bonus, more inventory in your pouch, and it's good against both cold and hot weather. But it
Which
doesn't
is
have
always
very
good,
good
so.
res. Yeah.
With the question prior, remember I asked you about the cyberpunk clothing and things like that.
Yep.
So, will we see a lot more clothing coming to the game? This is one last question from me. So I'm all about
So the expansion is kind of pretty much 25% more of everything. So
That's a
that
lot.
includes new armor sets and clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, there's going to be plenty of options, and many of those are viable for endgame too. So yeah, it should really increase the possibilities of looks, and also the enchantment systems means that there's a lot of equipment that can be enchanted and become viable. So some items that were maybe good just for mid-range in the game, they might be improved by the enchantment to the point where you can use that for the last fights in the game, and still it would be viable.
That's quite decent. We obviously the delay is due to COVID-19. As people are
Huh?
asking.
What?
Cyberspace asks, is the reason the DLC delayed, is it due to the COVID-19? I'm assuming probably not.
It is part of the small things that added up, but the main reason is, and the DLC itself is not delayed that much really. It's like we said that we would be releasing it in spring, and spring is not over yet.
Yeah, that's true.
But to be honest, there's a bit of a delay. Like we wanted the game to be ready sooner, but we released a patch, and the patch had been on Steam on the experimental branch for a while, and nobody was coming back to us telling us that it was bugged or whatever. So I guess we got a bit lenient, and we thought that would mean it was now safe. And when we put it on the main branch, new bugs started popping up, and they caught us by surprise.
As it always does. So.
Yeah, but in this case, it wasn't like, oh, we'll see. We thought, like, we had left it on the experimental branch for months, and we had kept on working on it for a while. So yeah, that meant, like, it doesn't make sense to keep working on DLC and stuff when the game that people already bought is bugged. We're not comfortable with that. So we went back on trying to fix that shit before going back.
Unlike a lot of other developers that just keep pushing out new content.
Yeah, and I understand that. I understand that urge, honestly, because most studios are so expensive to run that they need steady flow of cash. One of the cool things that we can do by being a small studio is that we don't need that much to keep on going, so we can take a breather and just fix some things that we might feel unable to otherwise. So it's just a nice place to be, to at least be able to maintain and fix the stuff that we can. But at the same time, the fact that we're so small means that some of the bugs we should have caught, we're not caught, or we are not able to fix in the best way sometimes. So it's just a give and take thing.
So, like Cyber just said there, Jack Frost says there, or Jack D. Frozen, sorry, my bad. And that what makes you an awesome developer. Fix what you made before making more. And Cyberspace says, I almost quit the game based off the backpack bug at the start.
But
I don't think I experienced that.
The backpack bugs, one thing that was really hard was that most people who said they had a bug with their backpack, actually, they were just losing the backpack because they didn't see that it was on their compass. So what we did was we made a few changes. We made a few changes at first. We're just getting the backpacks closer to you when you died and stuff like that, so that people would see it.
Oh yeah, we had that issue so much. Like I didn't understand that when you die, some loot went into a chest, and then your backpack spawned somewhere else. So you had to look at the compass up at the top to find it.
So yeah, some people did not realize that and figured it was a bug. So we got a lot of false positive but there was also a few bugs that were real about the backpack that we noticed after, and we're like, oh shit, this is really a problem that we hadn't caught before. And it's not that out of bad faith we did not believe the players. It's that often we would get the reports or even ask them their save files. We would import the save file and be like, no, the backpack's there. And then we'd realize it's what we call a code 18, as in 18 inches away from the screen.
Fair enough.
So, and like, it's okay. I don't think that it's because the players were dumb or whatever. It's just that it it made the signal kind of weaker to like the real issues that were there, because we kept finding more and more non-bugs being called bugs and people being super angry, and some players even got defensive when people were talking about that bug, and other people were like, it's not bug, you're just not good and you couldn't find a backpack. And most of the time it was true, and sometimes it was not.
Oh, I had to chase my backpack halfway across the bloody map to find it when I died in that castle. Jack D. Frozen asks, I know they're getting close to releasing the DLC, but do you have plans to release future content after that?
Well, when we released Outward, we kept supporting the game, and the DLC, we see it as a product on itself. So we will keep supporting it. If we see people having bugs and stuff like that, we're gonna like make sure everything is okay. And depending on how that goes, we'll see what goes on in the future. But Ninedots is still very committed to Outward, and we really enjoy making stuff for our community. So we're not gonna disappear all of a sudden and stop talking like we don't care anymore.
Well, from what I've seen in the videos that I've done the research prior to this stream, because when I realized what stream I was about to be doing and who I was doing it with, I was like, I better go look up some stuff, you know? And I watched a few videos, and like, one of the things that I seen in one of the interviews was a guy asked you like why you do this in your games, you know, you deliver the content that you do, and you said, when I grew up, games came out of a box and that's what you've got. And that was the same as me, you know. I pay for what I'm paying for, not like today's developers that are like, oh, here's the game, but now you gotta buy 500 skins, you know. So,
but even then, skins are not so bad because they're not like, it's not gameplay locked behind in a box.
Or like, here's the season pass and the battle pass.
Oh yeah, that
and
I really don't like
500 loot boxes.
Yeah, I personally I don't like season passes because you're not even telling your customers what they're buying. That I find a bit iffy. Like, I understand why it's good for the business asking it, but sometimes it feels like kind of Stockholm syndrome with your players. Like, oh, keep buying our stuff or else we won't support the game. No. If you're making a profit, just keep adding a little bit more on top of that and show that you appreciate what you got. At the same time, it's kind of annoying how some gamers take for granted that you owe them to do more than the game once it's released. Like, if I give you a game for a price and you got like 100 hours of gameplay out of it and you paid $40, and you come and tell me you owe us more stuff because we bought your game, that I'm not okay with.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
is pushing the other way around, where you just think that you're some kind of special queen that we need to keep feeding content to because you bought the game once. No, fuck off, bitch. I hate that. God.
But I need 90 raids, goddammit.
Like, if you were kept busy and enjoyed the game to the point where you want more content, and like you were kept busy for more than 40 hours for the game, don't ask for more, but appreciate more.
Well, it took me 40 hours to get to the little friggin' witch we just killed, so this game's already got my money, and I've screamed more, had a heart attack more than any other game I've played in a long time. So, and I think if I could probably do a clip montage of Damos dying. So,
just him, not
about
you,
30
just
minutes. With a whole lot of fucking wow. It's his slogan. I just want to put out some comments there. Awesome. Outwards is one of my favorite games ever. Thanks a ton to you and your team.
Thank you. I'm very happy you like it.
Frozen says, I hate microtransactions. Don't we all, buddy? But it depends on the microtransaction, because if it's for me on games with a hero, if it helps support development, I will buy it.
I want to comment on that because,
Yeah.
like myself, like I said, I typically don't like microtransactions and very rarely buy them. But there were a few exceptions that I think are worth talking about. One of them, it's Killer Instinct on Xbox. They tried something very experimental. It's a fighting game, but you can
I
get
think
two
I've played
characters
it.
for free.
Yeah, but then you have to
and you
buy
can,
the rest.
yeah, you can either buy them individually,
Yeah, that's
or
also
you can
like that
buy
Space
the
Pirate
season
game.
pass. It would give you like all 8 characters per year, and they did that for 3 years. That I thought was very clever, very good way to go at it, and never felt like the game was gouging me out of my money, especially since it was only $40 at first.
I need
So
to
I
clear
ended up.
something up as well after you finish there. Go on.
Huh?
I need to clear something up. Cyberspace says, Guillaume, I wasn't dumb. I meant when the items in your bag would disappear at random whenever you quit and got back into the game.
Yeah, that one bug I
When we
know,
talked about the backpack at the start of the game.
Yeah. I know what he's talking about. The things of items disappearing. That's I think that was like there were 2 bugs that would lead to that. The first was if you started playing co-op before leaving the beach initially, and sometimes it would kind of fuck up your inventory. So you would have to get to the point where you wake up in your house, and then from now on, most of those issues would stop being seen. The other part is some people started duplicating items in co-op.
Oh, really?
Like having you take a character, you give something, and then you come out of the game, and there are ways just by going with split screen to kind of duplicate items and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen YouTube videos on that.
And by doing that, the problem is
things.
those items all have a unique ID, and when we notice that there are 2 items with the same ID, they cancel each other, and so one of them would disappear, or maybe sometimes both disappear.
Oh, we just delete all the infantry just to piss them off.
It was not that. It was just how it was just to synchronize items because they need a unique ID. Because let's say I got 2 different pickaxes like this one, and I imbue this one with fire, and I want to be able to drop the imbued one with fire on the floor and keep another one in my inventory.
All right, yeah.
To know which is which, we need them to have a unique identifier. But if you use duplication and stuff like that, you might end up with, well, duplicate items with exactly the same ID, and that would cause problems. And the servers would be like, oh shit, there's 2 items, one of them is true, the other one is false.
Yeah,
and there you go, you lost an item. Of course, I'm not a programmer, but that's kind of how I could explain very badly one of the examples of what happened with that kind of stuff. It's like so many things we take for granted are simple, are super complicated.
Okay. Well, I think that concludes most of the questions for tonight. So give your brain a rest now. I think you'll be glad on that one. So guys, make sure you go and pre-order. When will we be able to pre-order the DLC?
Good question. I do think we don't have pre-order pages right now. Should be soon, at least to be able to wishlist it or stuff like that. Oh, right. We won't be able to pre-order it. It's actually something that publishers. The reason for that is I don't want to have a pre-order if we don't have a pre-order bonus. Like people who give us their money in advance, they should get something in return. And if we don't have the time to work on that because we're trying to,
just
fix
give
stuff.
us all golden chickens. Change the color.
I mean, not a bad strategy.
That's what most games do. I'll take a blue dress and a golden chicken.
Yeah. But even that's creating new items, creating new, like, I want to add a new item. See, I need a new icon. I need a new description. I need the stats. I need to make sure that it's synchronized. I need a special product for all the different stores saying that you can have that thing or not have it when you buy the game. And then I have to make sure that this is compatible with 11 different languages.
11?
Yeah,
wow.
The game is. So that very, very simple thing of just taking a bird, flipping its color, and then you already have like all of those steps to do and 11 times and make sure that it's fitting with technical requirements for Sony, for Microsoft. Man, everything is complicated.
Fair enough.
Like people say, oh, game developers are lazy. No, we're not. It's just you don't see all the work that goes behind like everything.
Damos has one for you. Actually, when
Yep.
making the game, what was the biggest of shit that's broken moment that happened? What? Actually, when making the game, what was the biggest... Damos, you're gonna have to make sense, bro. Biggest oh shit that... Oh, biggest oh shit moment that happened when making the game.
Oh, I can think of multiple ones, but like the biggest oh shits are really all related to online. Like online co-op was
Oh, I
really
know how that
something.
feels.
But like, was there a specific oh shit moment?
Like one where you thought, fuck it, this game, I'm done with it. I'm
Oh,
deleting
right.
it.
There's one that's there's a skill called Call to Elements that gives you a boon according to the area in which you are.
Right.
And we're kind of late in development, and we realized we forgot to assign those elements. So like all the areas were doing the same thing, which is giving you rage. So it wasn't complicated to fix, but all of a sudden we're like, oh shit, we need to identify what property to give to every single dungeon in the game, every single area in the game, everything, like all of a sudden, like, and we were kind of, it was a bit late to realize that there was a funny oh shit, like, oh, you know this skill that has some very interesting implications about it, it doesn't work at all. Oh shit. That'd be one of them. That'd be one of them.
Like, how did you find it when you were making the combat system for this game? Because a lot of devs, when they're making the combat for the game, they've got an idea in mind. A lot of people like go, oh, I want to go for like say third-person shooter, or I want to go down the Dark Souls, or I want to go down the dodge and roll mechanics, blah blah blah. With this game, it has 3 very unique styles of combat. You know, you've got the melee system, which is dodge, roll, combo, and block. Then you've got the caster system, which is predefined casting as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like standing in the circle and then casting. You know, when I watched Damos do the fireballs and things like that, and I'm like mind blown by he's got to stand in a circle and then do this and then do that to prep, and I'm like, my God, man, you're Harry Potter, leave me alone. And then you've got the archer that has to move the mouse to get the target. So what made you come up with these ideas?
Okay, so all of those things about the combat have one point in common. What I wanted with the experience of Outward was to decompose actions into multiple steps. Because I was thinking, like, how can I make the experience of being an adventurer feel more real? And part of the answer I came up with was I wanted the game to do as little as possible for me. I want to do them by myself. And I want to feel like I'm preparing, that I'm doing different steps so that, you know, the first time you cook, you're so confused and you don't know, you're not sure you're doing things right. You put your pot on the stove and you're not sure if you brought the right one to heat up or whatever. Like every single thing are kind of, I'm not sure if it's working. But then you get used to it, and then cooking becomes second nature. And you're like, of course I know that I need to push this button to start my stove, and then I'm going to put my pot. And everything becomes kind of a reflex, a sequence of actions that feel familiar to you.
Which is really smart.
So
I would be panicking at most of that. That's why I just run in with a hammer and I'm like, haha!
So I wanted the skills and the actions that we do in Outward in general to be multiple steps of consideration. And that came like a different vision for spellcasting. But even for the skills, like the melee skills, if I want to do my skill, I need to have the right weapon, I need to have my focus effect, and then I can do my perfect strike or my flash onslaught, right? But all those things, I need to prepare and do them one by one. It still feels a bit like the spellcasting, but in a more direct manner still. But like it applied to everything. The bow, we wanted to make aiming just not too simplistic, even though you can lock on.
Oh, I
like
really
you said,
enjoy
you can
the bow
adjust your
system.
aiming and stuff like that.
I just feel like it shouldn't be a secondary. I feel like bows should be a main focus in the game as well. Like you've got melee, you've got shields, you know, you've got spellcasting, I feel like archery should be up there with them, not as a secondary.
But it's like everything is secondary to something else. Like if you just use one weapon and you don't have anything else, you will not be that well adapted to every situation.
Mhm.
And
Well,
bow
that's
is
the
just
thing,
one of the
with the
multiple
bow,
tools that you want.
I noticed,
your
like,
disposal.
I got, pardon my French, screwed over a lot in close combat. You know?
Well, I mean, it's a bow.
Yeah, exactly. But
You
the
don't
thing
want to
is,
be
what
close
it
combat
taught
with a bow.
me is I need a Damos in front of me to take the blunt while I shoot everything.
Well, if you play in single player, for instance, and you
Yeah.
say, "I want to focus on having the bow," well,
Yeah,
you
then
can
they
mix the
have to
bow with
learn
traps.
traps.
You can,
Yeah.
can place traps. You can summon the ghost even, and have the ghost be your second player to tank for you a little bit. Like there are different ways to do that, but nothing should be as straightforward as just I walk backward and fire
No,
arrows.
it should. I
until
don't
you're
want
dead.
that. I don't want you just walk back and
but
you're firing
it's really
arrows.
hard. It's really hard in like when designing combat to make something where melee is satisfying and yet range is not
Just grab
overpowered.
let all the monsters have a scorpion hook system where they go, get over here, you know, and
Yeah,
then
but
you're
you-
like, help.
But you can't have like every enemy have that behavior. So
Oh
instead we
no,
have
but
like
they could
some
have like
enemies got
wizards
range
suck
attack.
you in.
Yeah.
But
But-
yeah, the trap mechanic in the game is next level awesome, says Jack D. Frozen. The other thing is, I've got a few comments to read out for you as well. Thank you for making a game better than a AAA studio with a tiny team. I think the fact that you are a small studio really helped the game. You aren't stuck in the same mindsets that big guys are. You do pull out games that are basically the same game with a different story. So you don't. Oh yeah. So basically, if you're not a big company, because you guys are small, you're not making the same game over and over and over again with the same story, and it's just replicated bullshit. So good job, basically. But yeah, the traps are basic. Are we going to see better traps in the future, maybe?
There are new traps, not better because they're already pretty damn fucking good.
I think the traps are really hard to use, but when you learn how to use them, guys, they are amazing. So
we did add new bows.
New bows?
So that's something that was asked a lot because bows are one of the weapons that have the least variety of, and the DLC adds a bunch of them. So that's
well,
good.
that's just cheered my day up. I like bows. That means that I can keep my big glowing shiny axe, put it on a wall somewhere in my new house. Oh, that'd be cool. Future idea for you. Collect all our weapons, put them up on walls.
Have you seen how bugged that is in Skyrim?
Yeah.
We don't want to
I
have to
know.
handle that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one thing that we discussed, like the ability to customize a house and stuff like that. We would really have liked that. But
Will we see more guns?
it was just not core to the experience. Like that's one of the things that's difficult when you're a small team. You have to make the hard choices of not doing some of the things you want. You have to really figure out what's really core, what's important. But
Will we see more guns or rifles?
Oh, we get that asked a lot actually about the rifles. The problem is, they would have to be overpowered if we added them, because they take both hands and they're single shot.
What about making
The
just
pistols
one
are already
legendary
super
one in-game?
powerful.
Hidden behind a secret. Add a rifle to the game, but it's hid behind a secret that the entire world will have to solve to get it.
And then be OP and like make everything else
Sorry,
irrelevant.
you could nerf it in a week.
But like we want the power of things to kind of fit some kind of logic in the game. And I'm not saying that everything is perfectly logical. Of course not. But like it's really hard for me to conceive of a rightful place for a rifle in our game, considering how powerful it's like how much damage is spiked out of pistols, and you would expect the rifle to be like spiking even more. That'd be a lot. That'd be really a lot. Not sure. Like maybe if we make an outward 2 eventually, that could make it in. But right now, for
Unreal
this
5
one, the
engine.
systems we have, we don't know.
So are you going to do the new Outward on Unreal 5?
Well, I mean, we are trying to stay current about the new technologies, and we always reevaluate what's the best tool to attain the ambitions that we have. I can tell you that it would have been impossible for our team to do Outward in another engine than Unity, because it's the tool that we knew, but also because it's like it doesn't necessarily lead to the best performance and best graphics, but it's so straightforward to
Well, I've
implement
tried
things.
both engines now, and I find Unity is the simplistic of the two, but once you learn the blueprint system of Unreal, it can be pretty easy. Like I
Yeah, but
showed you what I've done, so
Blueprint is not necessarily that well optimized and
no, it's
doesn't
not. It's a
necessarily extend
joke.
itself to the most complex of.
Yeah, C++
But yeah,
is still the better way, but
well, it depends because, like, let's say that C++, like you with that language, you need to do more things manually, like memory management and stuff like that. And so that means that something that could have been done with 2 programmers suddenly needs 3 or 4, or just extend to have way more people on it. Outward had 2 programmers mostly.
what do you think of some of the mods of your game?
I love seeing them.
What's your favorite
and
mod?
probably those that add new skill trees.
Really?
Like there's one that adds necromancy with skeletons.
Oh.
So
No,
that
I am
I think is super cool. Yeah,
Stream
Sinai
likes
and
the necromancy
Ehog have done like really great mods, and other modders as well. But those two have been like more and more active recently. It's very impressive. They're good. They're really good. They know what they're doing. And also like we don't exactly support mods. Like we didn't give mod tools and such. So they just have to find their own way through the game, and we're not going to stop them. One thing that we did because of how good they were, we didn't want to kind of flush out all their hard work. But with Unity, we had to move on to a new way to I got a word on the tip of my tongue. A new way to compile the code, and that kind of kills mods. So what we did, we had a mono branch that allows the mods to keep running for players who want them, but the main branch has been switched to a new kind of compiler that is more efficient, so better performance, less stutter and stuff like that, but at the cost of not being able to run mods. But you can change branch suiting to your needs.
which is pretty cool. So, yeah. Well, anyway, I think we're getting close to our time now. You know, almost like an hour and a half, or are we getting close? Yeah.
I got until 4 if you want to.
You want to do some gameplay?
Yeah, sure
Alright,
thing.
what should we do?
I'm sure that it's been close to 3 days now, so if we want to go back to Risa,
Yeah, we can go back to Risa.
and see what's the next thing.
Right, we need to get some cookies before we leave. I think we can buy them.
You're right.
Hey there.
I just understand now that cookies are ration.
Yeah, the rations. Don't die, says Damos. I won't die. Where do we buy these cookies?
What could I? All right.
Not from
There's
the
a
blacksmith,
food
I'm
store.
assuming.
You can go on top of
Oh yeah, the
close to
chef
the
guy.
trainers. Yep.
Yep. Man, I love the pothead. It's amazing. Oh yeah, one of the things that
Can I help you?
I love is the boats. I see the boats all the time. You know, like in the distance.
Mhm.
What's the deal with them? Will we ever be able to get our own boat?
I wish, but I can tell you it's not what's planned for the DLC.
Right.
Like in the lore, there's a kind of a floating village of the Kazite people called Oroshi, which are
Right.
just a bunch of boats. That would be really nice to make something about that, but we'll see if that ever makes it to our list of priorities of things to develop.
Mm-hmm.
But that could have been interesting. But like boats are important because like the land is so hostile that for some people living on a boat is less dangerous. By the way, if you ever want to be a skeleton, you can do something in the village about that.
What? Be a skeleton?
I'm not telling you more than that.
Oh! You can't tell me I could be a skeleton and what? Could I be a skeleton with a pothead?
You can.
Yeah. Tell me now.
Yeah.
Damos, we need to work out how to become skeleton potheads. Mind blowing.
It's actually the worst way to play in the game.
Really?
Yeah,
Why is that?
purposefully. Because when you're a skeleton, you have 0 defense.
Oh,
And when you
yeah.
have the pothead, you have minus 100 in impact resistance. So that makes you the weakest you can be.
Fair enough. The swimming, by the way.
Yeah, no swimming. No.
Yeah, lack of swimming
No.
mechanic has been fixed by the fact that your character just can't fucking swim. And we sat in that cave on the beach. I did for about 10 minutes going, how the fuck do you swim?
You don't.
Like, you don't. Do you learn how to do it later?
No.
No, it's just you can't
No
swim.
way.
No?
No. Way too complicated. I mean, the guy can't even jump and you ask him to swim?
Wait, you can't jump in the... Oh.
You never noticed?
I don't think I've even tried. Then
Well,
how do
like
we
some people
explore
said, oh,
that cave?
I can't believe this is not a true open world RPG. The developers are shills. We can't swim and we can't jump. And like, yeah, I don't even feel bad about it.
How do we get through that cave then?
Oh, you don't swim. That's not how you do it.
Do you roll onto it?
That's not the right way either. But there's something there.
Damn, let's
Actually-
get playing. I want
Actually,
to know.
if you read the story,
Yeah.
there's a way to learn what to do with that cave.
Oh, what? That's just
Who would have
mean,
thought
man.
Who would have thought that like information conveyed through text could have like significance?
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, that was because I feel you've lost already. Read? Question mark. Damn it! Notice my weaknesses.
That symbol magic.
That's so bad. I'm sure we'll work it out. See, so we definitely need something like a keyring in this game, by the way, with the amount of keys that we pick
Yeah.
up.
Like I said, it's just like usually once I use the key, I just throw them away.
Oh, just get rid of them?
Keep the Searzo key, however. That
Oh,
one is
crap.
you should,
Which one?
because that's the Searzo key, the guard gave
Got
you.
it, yep.
Because that's the key you use to access your legacy chest if you wanna change it.
Yep, cool.
You're getting like a crash course into like secrets and
I got a
endgame
crash
stuff.
course now to play the game. All I did prior to this was hit shit with my hammer. Now I've got a pothead. I know about secret thing.
Did you get the skills with the bow?
Yeah, one I think, the passive.
Okay,
But then
because,
I realized I shouldn't use anymore.
if you really want to feel powerful with a bow, you will need the sniper shot.
Hunter's Eye
and-
is the only one I picked up.
Okay, so there's the evasion arrow or evasion
Yeah.
shot, something like that, which is very useful because it doesn't just evade, it also cripples the enemy. So if you want high mobility so that you can keep pelting the enemy with arrows, that's actually pretty good for that. Sniper shot is worth like 3.5 shots in one,
Whoa.
so it's very ammo efficient.
So
And,
being an archer does become useful then.
yeah, but with skills. Like, nothing... Like, we don't want the game to really make you good at everything without effort. Everything
Right.
requires you to learn how to do them. If you do dedicate your character towards the bow, it will get good. Like, the bow has 3 main weaknesses.
Okay.
Its damage is low. That we agree on. It's low.
Yep.
Ammo management.
Mhm.
Like, you need to have something to manage your ammo, and it costs a lot of stamina to fire arrows. So
Yes, it
if
does.
you
A lot of
So-
stamina.
if you just focus your character on reducing your mana cost, maybe increasing your movement speed to be able to kind of keep your distance, and get the right skills, put another quiver of arrows in your quick slot so that you can re-equip arrows easily and stuff. Like, you can
I
mitigate all the
already did that.
weaknesses.
So,
And if you want more damage, that's fine. You can just find gear that will also increase your damage, or
we've
the
got
bow
new
is
bows
used
coming
for
in the
something else.
DLC, so that's good.
Yep. So like it's just not free, but there are ways to make the bow a main weapon that is super viable, especially if you add in the trap. Like that's a killer combo.
Will we get new tents and new backpacks?
Yes.
Yes. I like new tents and backpacks.
The new tent in the DLC is surprising. I'm not gonna say more. It's not what you think it is.
Okay.
Like the plant tent was a nice surprise, right?
Yeah, I like the plant tent. I think that's genius.
So like another idea in that type that's just left field a lot.
Okay.
That's it. You will see. You will see eventually.
I'm so curious now. Will the Speedster have a passive for increasing action speed for doing things like shooting?
Not for shooting, but one thing that I did reveal in an earlier stream was the breakthrough point, like the one skill that unlocks like the rest of the tree. For the Speedster is a passive ability that for every alert level you reduce your cooldown by 10%, and you can have up to 4 levels of alertness. So you can have a 40% reduction in the cooldown of all your skills. So one of the things like the sniper shot for your bow, for instance, let's say you increase your alertness, you have 40%, you can use a sniper shot much more often, and it could become like your main way of attacking.
Okay. Jack says, this may be a spoiler for the streamer, but having a real consequence for not finishing the Vendeville quest is a nice touch. Okay, I don't know what that means, so it doesn't spoil nothing. Because I'll forget about what you just said in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, but we just did it anyways.
Yeah.
It's about saving Sears though.
Yeah, names, like, see, like, big questy name things, I usually forget stuff like that in about 2 seconds, go back to thinking about smashing with my fists and hammer. So...
I see.
Where Damos will be like, I've got this, bro. I've read everything. I'm like, yeah, that's why you're here. Because I can't read. I'm done.
Is he ever the host?
Pardon?
Is he ever the host when you're playing with him?
Is he the host?
Yeah, is he hosting the game so that sometimes you're going on his quest and stuff?
I don't think so. I think he just does mine. I'm not sure. Have I done yours? No, he just joins my game. But we could do yours. Oh, what's the wind tempos all about?
Well, you want more story?
Oh god, really?
But yeah, previously in the world of Ori, super questy name, there was one religion that was the Cabal of Wind, and that was like the most accepted religion everywhere in the land. And about 100 years ago, there was the holy mission of Elat that formed, that became the new religion. Now, the wind temples are pretty much always ruins because people just have abandoned that faith. Because like they went from having a blind faith in some vague concept to not having faith, but actual proof of a god existing and talking to them directly. So which one do you choose? The god that exists. That's part of the story for the holy mission.
So will we ever see anything happen with these wind temples?
Well, you can go there if you want.
Yeah, I've been there.
You will see things happening.
I'm just wondering if there's like something maybe later down the line that will bring these wind temples back to life.
It's pretty much done for the holy for the. Wow, it's really playing for me. It's pretty much done for that religion, I'd say. Like there are still a handful of practitioners, but the same way that nowadays some people claim to have pagan faith in Thor and Frey and stuff like that. It's just like fringe. And...
Fair enough. So, do you know this map off by like the game map off the top of your head? So, if you're walking without looking at the map, do you know where to go?
For most big spots, yeah, because you can just look at the landmarks and and use that. Like I really need to bring up my map anymore.
Right. For those that can't do that, will you ever be able to bring like a player dot or symbol on the map?
Never.
Never?
God, never. Oh no.
Because that's one thing I actually, when I first seen it, I was like, where's my player dot? I'm lost. And then I was like, all these devs, this doesn't surprise me. Assholes.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not how a map works. And it's like we don't have quest markers either. Like, we just want players to be attentive to the environment and to
look for
directions.
parts, yeah. It's good
Like,
that way because it makes you go like I ran around this map when I first came here. I ran around the entire map trying to work out where the bloody city was, and ended up dropping into like the hive where you get this axe, you know. And
yeah, but that's exactly getting lost is part of what's fun. Like you're on an adventure, and you don't have a fucking GPS. Like, look at your map. Look at your surroundings.
And you've got a compass on the top, which kind of tells you where you're going. Yeah. So,
like initially, we thought the compass would be an item. That if you didn't have one, it wouldn't appear on your. The only reason why we
really cool, actually. You should do that.
Yeah. The reason why we didn't do it is just for technical reason of like dropping some of the work to be done. But, like in spirit of the game, it would have been a fit to do that. But then again, like someone will figure out where is the north. If they're like, if in life we were forced to know where we're going through old maps and stuff, we would all know where the north is, right?
Yeah.
And it would even become a reflex, the same way that we know our left from our right. When you have to use that to navigate, you will always know where the north is. But the friction to that experience gets a bit too intense for some players.
Really?
So it wouldn't have been worth it to like hide the compass behind an item and stuff like that.
I play Sea of Thieves a lot, and they do that. They use you have to use a compass, a time watch, a map, to translate position. You know, even though the game is very childish and funny, you still have to use these things. You know, you still have to use the map, but it does have.
It's almost educational at that point, right?
To the hamlet.
Teaching people, you know. Back in the old days when you don't have a cell phone telling you where you are everywhere because the government is spying on you or something.
You're on the case. Wait there, Casey. There you are. The Chamber Lords are gathering as we speak. I need you to make your way to the blue chamber itself. Alright, where's the blue chamber?
Top of the city.
Oh, the big one with all the water? Yeah.
You know that place that looks important? It is.
The I thought was just like you guys just going, look, we made a big room and forgot to put stuff in it. I like having a player dot. I got killed at the Wind Temple before I found Berg. That's actually how I found Berg. It's a good mechanic. I really like it. Are there horses? No, there's not going to be any fast traveling. We've already done that question. Yeah, long journeys. Make sure you take food. Basically.
Water.
Yeah, water, food, and yeah.
It's often easier to find food than water. Not in all areas, but do we need to come here right away?
I said come, you know. I said they're gathering.
What could I do for you? Oh boy.
I think it's because you left with B or with escape instead of continuing conversation. Oops. Because on my journal, I see that it still says talk to Risa.
Oh, really? Let me have a look.
I think we need to finish conversation.
Where is Risa? Risa is in the city of Berg. We have tasks for.
Is the old woman you were talking
to? Yeah, talk to Risa in the city of Berg, and yeah, okay, we need to go back and talk to her. She just told me to come here, the cheeky bitch.
Come on, she adopted you. She's now your mom.
Yeah.
That literally is the story. She is now.
I know. It was Damos who told me about that part. I was like, "Hey, you're adopted." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." Go gather some free water.
You're adopted.
All right. Yeah.
I got it. But I should guess we'll see you there. Blah blah. Yes, I'll be there shortly. Blah blah blah. Boom. Now we need to go.
There we go. Right. Now back up the stairs.
Do this.
What's the... I don't know if you can say this one for the new DLC, but like... Are we going to see some new crazy bosses? Like super hard stuff?
Well, this is the kind of stuff that I should not say.
But he's going to.
I mean, would you be disappointed if there were no bosses?
Wait, what? Don't you tease me, there's no bosses in a game?
Of course there's bosses.
I was gonna say, like, why wouldn't there be any bosses?
Like, I asked you, would you be disappointed? The answer is yes.
Yes,
Like,
I would.
Would it be good for my business if I disappointed you?
Maybe.
Alright. Here's a bunch of people.
Well, not very doing much, are they? Alright.
You can talk to Risa. I'll take care of
Have
it if
you
you want.
picked
I can
up
do
on
the
any
talking.
relevant
Oh.
gossip?
Not yet. I'm going to mingle a bit more. Yes, there are unhappy people here. Might speak up. Yeah, do that one.
Could you check the inn to see if they've arrived in Berg yet?
Oh, for the love of God, am I a messenger?
Well, kind of. Like, she's the important one. We're just like, doing
Yeah,
some
why
spying.
am I not the hero? I just saved everybody.
Because it's not
from
a
the
game
witch.
about that.
I'm the one wielding the big axe, even though yours is bigger than mine, but that's not the point. And I killed the witch. The sound of an explosion rocks the air and makes the ground tremble beneath your feet. It came from the blue chamber. Reeser is dead.
No, she's in grave danger. She's not dead.
Oh.
You don't want your mom to die.
Maybe. What do you
You got
think?
issues, man. You got issues.
I do have issues. It's alright, we can resolve them together. I've got an axe. Oh, where did these bandits
Well, he's
come
got
from?
two.
Can I have his axe? Can we do that?
He's the only one who can do that.
Why can't I do that?
Because he's more cool than you.
What? No, he's not.
Have you seen him? He's got a beard. Do you have a beard?
Yes, I do.
Your character does
actually.
not.
Yeah, my character doesn't have anything because you won't add them.
Yeah, cool. I'm guilty.
Yep, as charged.
I should feel bad. I don't, but I should.
So, stream. Do we want beards in this game?
I know you guys want beers. I'm aware. God.
Do we want to wield dual
Even my wife is
axes?
harassing me to keep a beard. So this is my revenge because my wife wants me to keep a beard. No beard in outward. So you have to tell her that it's
Alright,
okay
give
for
me
me
her
to
number.
shave.
I'll call her right now.
I'm not gonna give you the phone number to call my wife. I will not do that. That'd be a bit weird.
Fair enough. I'll let you off then. Just have double axe.
Someone's about to get it.
So what now? Blah blah.
Excellent. I saw
What do we do
here's the
now?
plan.
Blah 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 blah. Go down and investigate.
It's good
Let's
to
go.
know that like the CEO of the game also skips the quest lines.
I mean, I've done those quests and I've read those quests.
Uh-huh.
I even was there when we recorded the voiceover personally, so I know the stuff.
You have to shout your wife through. Put her on stream. We don't need to call her. We've got a webcam. Oh.
She's right next to me and she's completely oblivious to what's happening right now.
That's the power of headsets. Love it.
Alright, there's gonna be some assholes in there. You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Powerful assholes.
Okay-ish powerful.
Let me see what I've got that I can put on. Instantly restores mana. Yeah,
You didn't see me, because you dumb. There we go. Boom.
my light is off. Yep. Whoa, big fella, you have.
I preferred if they were dead.
There you go.
That's better. Oh, he's not dead.
Nope, but he is now.
There we go.
And cloth. Do love this axe. This axe is amazing. Thanks, Damas. Alright, open junk pile. We got firefly powder. A couple of mana stones. Welcome. Huh. These guys weren't that hard.
No, they were not. But it's gonna get a bit harder.
I do like these. Like, see what you've done with these on the wall. I want these for my living room. They're really cool. Like the statues, like their ass just hanging out the wall. Right. Oh, is this? All right, there we go.
Ancestors rest in place.
So will we see katanas in the game?
Sorry, say what?
Big katanas?
Oh, the closest thing we have to that would be the Star Child Claymore.
Star Child.
One of the best swords, two-handed swords in the game. It is kind of katana-ish.
Oh, okay.
It does lightning damage.
I need energy. 2-6. That's a life potion. Don't want that. Also restores burnt health. Nope. You can go on if you want.
Sure, all alone.
All
I don't
right,
have
fine,
world
I'm
edge.
coming.
I don't have the world edge great act.
Let's try this again. It got caught off by the bomb before. What do you think of some of the builds that you have seen? Like, take no damage for the short time build.
Like, we kind of knew that things would go this way, but it was a matter of how accessible we make some things versus how we balance everything for when you're really crushing all the stats together to get the most optimal. And it got to a point where we could make things just less fun for most players, just so that the abusive players aren't abusing the systems as much. But people who abuse the systems, they enjoy that. They enjoy abusing the systems. And so we would be removing them something that they would enjoy, and in the process, remove something that most players would enjoy, which is in the accessibility of the system, of like how they build their stats and everything. So, like, some of the things that I found were really creative in the way people made some builds, but our testers found that. Our tester found it before the players, but it's like having multiple pistols and just quick slotting lots of different pistols, all with different magical bullets in them, and just kind of shoot one pistol at a time and just switch them. That's a play style that I found was really nice. I had this mental image of the kind of pirate kind of guy just taking a gun out of his jacket and always having one more gun. I don't know. I just really liked the idea.
Right,
so you read the message?
Yep, done that. Got the old
Excellent.
cabin.
So now we need to not die.
Okay. Oh, I really need to
And get back up.
potion.
Your health is pretty damn low, and there's a wish shooting at us.
That's alright, I'm done. There you go.
Oh god.
Boom!
There you go. Dead.
Ooh, scavenger boots.
Okay, so I'm pretty much out of time now.
That's
I
fine.
will have to leave. Really enjoyed doing the stream with you.
Well, it's glad to have you on the stream. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Good to get some questions answered, and good to, finally get a lot of things secrets that I've been asking myself.
And there's many more. There's many more secrets to find.
The stream says thank you very much for being here too. So
thank you guys for watching, and I hope that Damos will be enjoying your steps forward into the story, so that he can help you and read the word and stuff.
I will give him my chicken.
All right.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you very much. And stream, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all next time. I'll be putting this on YouTube, so you can watch it back and get the questions later. All right, guys. See you later.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, Guillaume. And there you go, guys. Thanks very much. See you soon.